Well, hello, Southern Arizona. This is Melany Edwards-Barton, CEO at the Sierra Vista Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining us today. As you can see, we have a very special guest with us today. This is our new mayor of Sierra Vista, Mayor Mcaa. Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. It is so I'm so honored just to be with you and the Sierra Vista Chamber of Commerce here on this morning and this afternoon. And thank you for the invite. Thank you for this time to just speak to you and the people of Sierra Vista.
Well, we are excited to have you on, and congratulations, by the way. That was quite a campaign.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We did it.
You did it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know it was a long year of campaigning, and but you joined us for the mayoral debate that we had.
Thank you.
Of course, well, like we said, we wanted everybody to go to the polls informed.
Yes, ma'am.
And that was our goal. And I think we managed that.
Yes, you did.
We did. We did.
You hit the ball out of the park.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that, with lots of help. So wanted to bring our new mayor on, introduce him to our viewers out there, and just kind of talk a little bit about the process so far. So 2 weeks ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Was it 2 weeks ago? The 12th.
The 12th.
You were sworn in.
Yes, ma'am.
And so it made it official. And then you had your first city council meeting.
Yes, that was I was nervous. It was nice.
Didn't appear that nervous, so that was good.
Yes, I was sweating underneath, but it went great. Had loads of support from Carolyn Humphreys that was sitting beside me, as well as William Biddy and all the other council members. Just pitched in, just helped me out through the session, and it was just a wonderful day.
It absolutely was. And if you want to watch it, you can go back. They record all of them. They live stream them as well. But they're recorded. And so there were some great things that happened at the last city council meeting, including Carolyn Humphrey.
Yes, Carolyn Humphrey. We voted her in as the mayor pro tem for these next 4 years. Outstanding young lady. I'm just so happy that I'm able to work with her, as well as the other council members. Just excited for this next 4 years for the council in Sierra Vista.
Absolutely. And congratulations to Carolyn Humphrey. We are excited. So Mayor Pro Tem of the city of Sierra Vista.
Yes, ma'am.
It's exciting. So you were very clear throughout your campaign that you had not been in politics before.
Definitely.
And so kind of diving in head first, just straight in, straight into the lion's den. And so basically with that, I know that they put you through some training.
Yes, ma'am.
So you had training in a couple of different ways. So League of Cities. So let's talk a little bit about the League of Cities, when you went and what that's all about.
So League of Cities and Towns was a great training, 2-day training up at Phoenix, that we learned about open meeting law. That was the crux of the event. Learned a lot about what is open meeting law, who, what, when, even emails, talking to a council member, that council member talking to another council member, how that will evolve into an open meeting. So just learned a lot, had a lot of notes, my little notebook. So still learning, still reading over the materials that they gave us, going online, making sure that I understand. It's mentally, it's a lot. I'm still drinking from 3 fire hoses at the same time. So, but I'm having fun. This is the greatest job in the world.
Well, I know our former mayor, Mayor Mueller, is enjoying his retirement now from his mayoral duties, and relaxing a bit, and has passed all of the weight of the world onto your shoulders off of his, and so no pressure. But
No pressure.
But I know that before all of this took place, that you spent some time with our former mayor, Mayor Mueller.
Yes, Mayor Rick Mueller. I spent probably 3 or 4 days with him, just sitting under him, getting tutelage, 2 or 3 hours, just talking with him, just seeing what he has done, seeing how he handles issues as far as policies and procedures. And the man is smart. The man is he's been doing this for 20 years. Mayor is 12 years and on the city council. But I'm telling you, Sierra Vista, he is just a wealth of knowledge, and just I applaud him for the things that he has done, how he has led the council through the last 12 years. Thank you, sir, and hopefully I can do just a third, an eighth of what you have done with this city as we progress forward.
Well, I think that's our expectation as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It is absolutely, but
you're going to hold me to it.
We are going to hold you
Yes,
to it.
ma'am.
Absolutely, no, but we know that it takes time.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Any new job, it
yes,
takes
ma'am.
time to get acclimated and to learn the processes and all of that.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I know that you've spent some time with some of the city staff as well.
Yes, I spent time with Chuck Tuchek, Victoria, Yarborough, as well as the city staff, Jill Adams, Yvette, Rochelle, Maria, and also Chief Adam Thrasher, Chief Brian Jones, Brian Jones, and just the leaders, as well as some of the lower employees that are at the city. Just amazing people over there, just amazing individuals, great minds, and just excited just to be a part of the city staff.
Great team.
Great team. Great team over
there.
Team.
Yes.
A dream team. Dream team makes the dream work. So
that's right.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know that you have a lot more training coming up as well, but so far, what has stood out to you the most in the training that you've received?
Open meeting law.
We know about the open meeting laws now.
Open meeting law. That has stood out. And I've jokingly said that, but I always ask Jill, am I doing okay? I make sure I don't send out a reply all email. so that's what really stood out is open meeting law, and also just how to as a mayor and council, how to conduct ourselves within a meeting, within the citizens of a municipality, just that aspect, but mainly open meeting law. I ain't going to jail for nobody.
That's good. You got to know the laws, right? You got to know them, because ignorance is not a defense.
Thank you.
It is not a defense. That's right. So in this short period of time, we're not going to go into detail on anything today, but we're going to kind of touch on some things. But I know that you've started forming some partnerships and some relationships. And I know when you went to the League of Cities, you were able to meet some other mayors and some folks like that. So what partnerships have you started forming?
So partnerships, just with the other mayors of Benson, Wilcox, Douglas, also partnerships with the Cochise County, Sheriff Daniels and Mr. Karwashka down in Cochise County, partnerships around town. I started back my Walking on Wednesday, yesterday, and I still want to develop those partnerships, those relationships with the business owners of Sierra Vista, just to make sure that they understand that we work for them. Other partnerships around Phoenix, with Mark Kelly and his staff, and as well as Gail Griffin, her staff, state senators, and and I would love to sit down with Juan Ciscomani, but
we'll get him here.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, we'll get him here.
Yes, ma'am. But just trying to reach out, network, and I love the Sierra Vista Chamber of Commerce. They do an amazing work for us.
Well, thank you. We're not paying him to say that. But thank you. We worked together for years before this. Ma'am. And so, but you've been a member of the chamber with your businesses, and
continue to be,
and we will continue that. Absolutely. So, obviously, everybody wants to know, what are your top priorities moving into 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you kind of just give us a touch on each of those top priorities?
Yes. Top priorities is continue the Snyder Project that you're seeing at the park, the Veterans Memorial Park. on the north end of it, as well as.
So elaborate just a little bit for those out there that don't know what the Snyder Project is.
Oh, Snyder Project is the upgrade of the football fields as well as the soccer fields, and new lighting, volleyball fields, sand volleyball. That's my daughter loves because she's a volleyball player, as well as covered parking at the police station as well as City Hall, new roof on the City Hall. Those things, the Snyder Project encompasses all those things. So continue that. That should be completed the end of the fiscal year of 2024. So
it's a lot for 2 years.
Oh yes, that's a
well,
lot.
That's a year and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, about a year and a half.
The fiscal year
Yes,
ends for the city.
Yeah, about a year and a half, I think.
Yeah.
For my Buena math, that's right.
Your Buena math.
Yes, ma'am.
Buena High School.
Buena High School, 1984 graduate. But continue some more priorities is continue the development of the West End. Continue talking to businesses. Also address our veterans issues. Economic development of the whole city, and just getting out to those small businesses as well as large businesses, just for them to know who their mayor is. And throughout these 4 years, I have promised myself that every business is going to know who their mayor is of Sierra Vista, and their council.
And their council.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's fabulous.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're going to touch on just a couple of other things that really affect our businesses out in Southern Arizona,
yes,
Cochise
ma'am.
County, Sierra Vista, all of that. But talk a little bit about the Citizens Advisory Council.
Excellent.
Briefly.
Yes.
So our new Congressman Juan Ciscomani has put together a Citizens Advisory Council, and they're about 38 members in the council. I don't know if you've seen the press release out there, but basically these members are, leaders from all over Congressional District number 6, which is his district.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm on that, which is wonderful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And our Sheriff Daniels. And there are about 5 or 6 individuals, Dr. Randy Groth, we have Gail Griffin, we have, I don't want to leave anybody out here. We have,
I know, always refer to the notes.
I refer to the notes,
Yes,
always refer to the notes. So, Ann English, our county supervisor, John Ladd, which is a cattle rancher locally here. And then myself and Dr. Randy Groth. And so those are just the folks that are directly from Cochise County.
Yes, ma'am.
But there's about 38 members on it, and we meet quarterly.
Excellent.
And we will be discussing needs for our areas. That
is so awesome.
So we met last week with the congressman and his staffers, and talked about, everybody had a chance to vocalize what the needs were, what was important in their area.
That is so awesome that you are a part of that. And, first I would congratulate you on being selected. And we need someone like you on that council so you can bring those ideas, as well as, take issues up to our congressman, because it seemed like he is getting things done now that he has been selected to the Appropriations Committee. That is awesome.
Yes, and
work.
A huge congratulations to our congressman for is the first freshman ever.
First freshman
ever to be appointed to the Appropriations Committee.
Yes,
so congratulations to Congressman Ciscomani. And so we're excited about that. Yes. But it's all about communication.
Definitely.
And making things happen. And so being able to have a voice on the congressman's advisory council is huge.
Yes, ma'am.
We talk, we have conversations.
Yes.
And so what the needs are for Sierra Vista, we can take to our local congressman.
That is so awesome.
Right.
That is so awesome. Just to, Melany has an open door, and we can discuss and, just lay things out on the table. And I'm sure that, and she has always done it, she can take issues, she received those issues, take them forward, and she makes things happen. So, ma'am, you are right person for the job, and we thank you. And I'm going to be bringing some issues to you.
Well, absolutely. But I don't do it in a vacuum. It's not just me. And so it's communication and
Yes.
partnerships. And so another exciting thing that we have going on here with the chamber, that the chamber is included in, is a Chamber Alliance of Southern Arizona.
Yes.
And so we are working in partnership with many other chambers in Southern Arizona, including Marana, Tucson, Vail,
Awesome.
gosh, who else? The Hispanic Chamber. And so we're working in partnership with them to discuss legislation that affects Southern Arizona.
Okay.
And so we can go back to our congressmen, our senators, our representatives, and we can advocate for or against legislation that supports or hurts our local area.
Yes.
And we can do that with a much larger voice.
Yes.
And that is so important. It's nice for us to say, hey, the Sierra Vista Chamber feels this way. But when we say the Chamber Alliance of Southern Arizona unanimously voted, this is how we are supporting or not supporting this bill.
Right.
It's a much bigger voice.
Yes.
And that gives us more power when it comes to supporting Southern Arizona.
That is awesome.
So with that and the advisory council and you sitting as mayor now, we can all work together as this great team to support Southern Arizona and Sierra Vista.
And that's how we move Sierra Vista forward. And
absolutely.
That's how we move Cochise County forward. And the citizens of Sierra Vista are well serviced, just because, the city, Sierra Vista, Chamber of Commerce, as well as the county, come together, network, and collaborate on those things, those issues. And so that's our plan. That's the plan that I had coming into the seat. And I know that's your strategy as well. So, great minds just come together, think alike, move things forward.
Absolutely. That's our plan.
That's our plan.
That's our plan. That's our goal. That's what we're going to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So if you want to hear more from our new mayor, Mayor Mcaa, he is going to be our speaker on February 1st, next Wednesday. Next Wednesday at our first of the year military affairs luncheon on Fort Huachuca. So I'm very excited about it. Not to make you nervous, but we already have 90 people signed up. But there are still some tickets available. So if you are interested, we do have registration online. Please make sure you jump online, get registered for that. As I said, our new mayor is our speaker that day, and it's just a great networking event anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
So
definitely.
So yeah, and obviously the more people, the better.
More people, the better.
And more networking opportunities.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I love the MAC luncheon anyway, because there's awardees.
Oh, yes.
And so civilian and soldiers are
Looking
awardees.
forward to
and
it.
Yeah,
This
so
will be my first award ceremony.
Isn't that exciting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so exciting. And so you'll get to hand over, certificates. And what's great about that is, I think 4 out of the 5 awardees, I think, are soldiers. And
that's outstanding.
And what's great is these soldiers, when they win these awards, they get a certificate, a beautifully framed certificate from the mayor of Sierra Vista, but they also get certificates from our new Congressman Juan Ciscomani, as well as our Senator Sinema and Senator Kelly both. And so we have attendees that represent those politicians at the luncheon, and you will be there, which is great. But it's quite a feather in the cap to be able to receive certificates like that.
Yes.
And hang those on your wall and put those on your resume. But they worked for them.
Yes. When I was a young soldier, I loved certificates because that equates into promotion points.
Absolutely.
Yes. So it is great for those young soldiers, and thank them for the hard work that they're doing. And I will say this on next Wednesday, but we're looking forward to just fellowshipping and as well as collaborating and connecting with them.
Yeah. And our events like that, like the military affairs luncheon, and then our Good Morning Sierra Vistas as well, we have updates.
Yes.
So we'll have updates from the county, from the city of Sierra Vista, from Huachuca City, from Fort Huachuca, and of course from the chamber. And so it's nice to go and get those updates and find out what's happening in all of those areas.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
There's a lot happening.
There's a lot happening in Sierra Vista. A lot happening.
Yeah.
And so excited for the future.
It's going to be a good year.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Looking forward to Christmas. How many days we got?
It's next week.
Okay.
It just feels like it. So I do want to thank our sponsors for our military affairs luncheon. We can't do it without our sponsors. So our sponsors are Arizona G&T, Grad Solutions, ASRC Federal, they're a government contractor,
Yes, ma'am.
and Texanap, also a government contractor. And Grad Solutions is actually online high school diploma.
Oh, it is.
And high school training, exactly. So, and Arizona G&T, as you know, that's power. We wouldn't be doing this without them. So,
Okay.
so very important. So thank you to our sponsors, and we've got a link for you to register if you're interested in attending. So make sure you jump on there as soon as possible and get registered for that. Lunch is included. So, people always want to know. That's right.
That's always a good draw.
We also have our Chamber 101s every month. We talked about this last week. But if you're interested in learning more about your Chamber membership, learn more about what we do and the ways that we support you as a Chamber member, please make sure you register. It's 1 hour. We do it once a month. It's a lunchtime, and you just come, bring your laptop, and we teach you a little bit more about the Chamber. If you're not a Chamber member and you're interested in learning more about becoming a Chamber member and what we offer, you can also register for that. It doesn't cost you anything, and we would love to see you in the class. So the next one we have is February 8th, but all that information is on our website on the calendar. So just go to svachamber.com, and you can register right there. And we do have Business at Twilight coming up in February.
Woo.
So this is our monthly networking event that we have, and it's hosted by different Chamber members.
Okay.
So they elect to host for that month. And so our first month is February. It'll be February 16th from 5 to 7 p.m. And our Chamber member that is hosting this one is Cochise Family Advocacy Center, which most people know as Lori's Place.
Lori's Place.
And so an incredible program to donate to support.
Yes,
and anyway, we'll have more information. Registration's not quite open for that, but it will be soon. But please register. There is no cost to attend this event, but we do need to know how many people are coming so that they can provide enough food.
That would be nice.
And drinks. Exactly. So please make sure you get registered for our Business at Twilight's. We'll have the rest up as well for the year. At this point, we've been advertising to our Chamber members to sign up to host a Business at Twilight. So at this point, 2023 is booked.
What?
Which is fabulous. So we have the rest, each Business at Twilight throughout the rest of 2023 is booked.
Wow.
So we are going to be opening up 2024 dates for our Chamber members to register for. We don't have that open just yet, but thank you to all of our members out there that jumped on and filled out that form and got registered to host Business at Twilight this year.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
We're already talking about 2024.
I know. See, I told you next week is Christmas. I told you.
Wow.
So we do have some other things coming up. So save the date. Registration isn't open for these yet either, but they are on the calendar. They are happening. So please put them on your calendar. March 14th is our first Good Morning Sierra Vista. So make sure you put that on. It starts at 7:00 in the morning. Bright and early, get you to work on time. We have our first of 2 shred-a-thons coming up March 25th at the mall at Sierra Vista. So if you're still cleaning out all that old paperwork and all of that, make sure you start pulling all that together. And then April 28th is our annual awards gala. So that's going to be exciting. Our nomination forms, because every year we do the Small Business of the Year, Large Business of the Year, Nonprofit of the Year, and also a Home-Based Business of the Year. So, and we have nominations for that. So nomination forms will be coming soon, and we'll put all that information out on our website, on our social media, and then of course in our e-blast to our Chamber members.
Got it.
So that is coming soon. So make sure you mark the date. That'll be from 5:30 to whenever we stop dancing. So that's the plan. That's the plan. It'll be at Thunder Mountain Activity Center.
Okay.
But it's going to be a great night, black tie affair. So we would love to see everybody out there. So anyway, registration will be coming soon on that as well. But if you are a Chamber member, really consider nominating your business or your favorite business out there. Very much appreciated. But they do have to be a Chamber member in order to be a recipient of one of the awards. So Also ribbon cuttings for our chamber members out there. If you're having an anniversary, a grand opening, change in management, whatever it may be, if you're interested in having a ribbon cutting, we have a ribbon cutting form on our website. Just fill that out and we'll be in contact and we'll get all the details worked out for you.
Awesome.
So, and don't forget to download our app. Do you have our app downloaded?
I did not know y'all had.
We have an app. That's right. So all you got to do, Android or Apple, just go to your app store and type in Sierra Vista Area Chamber. You'll see our logo. Download it. It's free. And then you have all of this information right at your fingertips. So all of our events with Google Maps and everything is in there. Our member directory is in there. Everything's in there. So
nice.
There you go. See, look at that. Show the camera. Oh, there we go. See? There you go.
There, downloading it right now. Double click.
All right.
There you go.
And then don't forget to follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, we always thank everybody out there for being kind, compassionate, empathetic to everybody. We appreciate attitude is everything.
Attitude is everything.
Attitude is everything.
Got to be kind to people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how we get things done.
That's how we get things done.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
So.
Yes, ma'am.
But that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for coming in, Mr.
Mayor.
Mayor.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for your hospitality. And just thank you for everything that you do. Look forward. Happy, excited, look forward to working with you.
Well, and we'll see you next week at the Military Affairs Luncheon.
Yes, ma'am. I won't be late.
All right. We'll be there. And so hopefully we'll see all of you there as well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Excellent.
This is the Sierra Vista